Yes, so hello guys, welcome back to another edition of Sports Update Ghana. My name is Joseph Adamafi and it's now time for us to check out how the Black Stars players performed in their game against Chile, in the game that they won by 3-1 on penalty shootout. As usual, please subscribe, like, share and don't forget to leave a comment. So the Black Stars held the Chilean national team to a 0-0 encounter after 90 minutes where the Black Stars were reduced to 9 men after Alidu Seidu and Mubarak Wakaso were sent off in the match. The Black Stars went on to the penalty shootout and Manaf Nurudeen, the goalkeeper for the Black Stars in this game, made two incredible saves to become the hero in this game for the Black Stars as he was able to win the Black Stars game for them. So quickly, let's check out the Black Stars performance in the game against Chile, starting off with Manaf Nurudeen. Well, the young goalkeeper was the best player for the Black Stars in this particular game, making some incredible saves for the Black Stars in 90 minutes to see the Black Stars have a clean sheet at the Korean tournament. Well, it means a lot to the Black Stars, especially in the game that they thought they wouldn't be able to survive after losing that game to Japan on Friday. Well, they went into this game and managed a draw against Chile despite being reduced to 9 men. They went on to the penalty shootout with just 9 men, and the Black Stars made sure that in the first round of the penalty shootout they made sure the game did not enter into sudden death as Manaf Nurudeen made two incredible saves, and in fact the penalty that he couldn't save that the Chilean player missed, he went into the direction. It means that the goalkeeper is good when it comes to penalties, and I think that was the best player on the day for the Black Stars. Well, Alidu Seidu, the player who played at the right back for the Black Stars in this game, was sent off. Well, if not for his red card, I think Alidu Seidu would be competing with the goalkeeper, that is Manaf Nurudeen, for the best player in the game, because Alidu Seidu was good in defense, playing at his favorite role as a right back. In Ghana's previous game against Japan, he was played as a centre back and he didn't do so well, but this time being played as a right back, where he was able to have some forward passes, good tackles and interceptions for the Blasters. And I think, but for that red card, Alidu Seidu had a good game with the Blasters. Also at the left back was Baba Rahman. Yes, he was just himself playing as he used to play. He didn't even improve on the performance that we always keep saying, that Baba Rahman has to keep improving on his performance. His position was the place that the Chileans were using to operate into the Black Stars box and also to swing in some crosses into our area box. And I think Baba Rahman should not be good only when it comes to attack with the Black Stars on the left flank, but also contributes more in defense, because that is why he's there for the Black Stars, not to do some pull-outs and all that. Well, enough of Baba Rahman. Let's go to the defensive midfield, where Mubarak Wakaso was expected to have behave himself very well on the pitch. For a player who has senator in the Black Stars, I expected him to show enough maturity in the game, but after Alidu Seidu was sent off, he was also walked off the pitch for his attitude in the game. I think Mubarak Wakaso must work on not only his performance, which has dipped, but also his attitude for the Black Stars. And I think if he really wants to go to the World Cup with the Black Stars, then the last opportunity that he has is to exhibit that in the Black Stars upcoming games in September for the AFCON qualifiers. Also in midfield was our star midfielder, that is Mohamed Kudus. He wasn't bad on the day, except that he was very selfish. Mohamed Kudus has the potential of becoming one of our best players, best players in the Black Stars, but he wastes too much time on the ball. His dribbles and stuff sometimes do not work, and has to be a team player, not an individual player. There was an opportunity that he could have sent the ball through to his teammate. I think if not Felix Afenajan, that was Andrea, and he wasted that opportunity. And well, the Black Stars did not score a goal in the game. I think I blame him for his performance in the game. Also in action for the Black Stars was Fatah Isaku, who was very wasteful on the day. He had about 3 to 4 opportunities and he fluffed them, shooting into the skies and ballooning the ball. All the adjectives you can use for Fatah Isaku is correct, because the player has been given more than enough opportunity in the Black Stars and he hasn't been able to even score a goal for the Black Stars. It's very bad to see Fatah Isaku, a player who has been with the Black Stars since January, and well, he's not improving on his performance. You know he's a good player when it comes to shooting from a distance, but it's not always that you have to shoot from a distance. You can contribute to the game. If you get an assist, it's also good. It's not always that you have to shoot the ball and be wasting opportunities. It got to the time the Chileans were looking at him, hey brah, we a player there. Well, another player who was on the pitch for the Blasters was Captain Andrea, improving on his performance against Japan, where he came on as a substitute. This time he was used as a starter, and Andrea was not bad on the day at all. He gave the goalkeeper for Chile a tough time imposed for the Chilean national team, that is Perez. Well, he made sure that he had some good opportunities and he fired some shots, and Perez woke up and made sure that he was attentive to Andrea call for him to deny him the opportunity to score a goal in the game. But I think Andrea was waiting for the last penalty shootout to take, but unfortunately the three players who took the penalties were very good. I think Fatah Isaku, that was where his shot counted, because he played a powerful shot and was able to score. Also in attack for the Blasters was Felix Afenajan, not being deployed at his usual role. Well, Felix Afenajan could have been much more better on the pitch, but it turns out that, well, the attack was not sharp enough because the Blasters did not create enough opportunities ahead. But I was able to win some free kicks for us and make sure that the Chilean national team had a tough time whenever they had their ball, because he was pressing and pressing and pressing. And well, I think Felix Afenaja, the calls from people that he is not right for the Blasters, I think it's not a fair idea, because I think he is not being played at his favorite position. But well, we'll see how that one goes in the next couple of games. But also on the pitch was Benjamin Teter being given a starting role in this particular game, and I think Benjamin Teter was good on the day. He made 2 attempts at goal and it all struck the post, and if the post has been shifted by inches, I think Benjamin Teter would have scored his debut for the Blasters. But all in all, I think Benjamin Teter had a good game with the Black Stars, but the Blasters, as I said, did not create enough opportunities in attack. They were defensive minded in this game, especially after conceding those goals against Japan. With the substitutes, I think Jordan Ayew, well, his contribution in open play was not that much, but when he came to the penalty shootouts, he showed class and showed why he's the best penalty taker in the Blasters. Being able to take the first kick for the Blasters and scoring, it means a lot, because it gives your other colleagues the motivation and the inspiration to go ahead and kick. And well, I think that is what Jordan Ayew exhibited. For another substitute, Christopher J. Entry AJ, well, I didn't see what he contributed to the game, because, well, probably I can't say much about him because I wasn't even seeing him. I was busy focused on the players in attack, and well, I don't think he did much in the game. For Andrea, the moment he came on, Coach Otuado realized that he has done a big mistake. When you see his hit map, he just entered and came out, because by that time the Blasters have been reduced to more men, and well, Coach Otuado had to play more defensively and thought it wise to bring the out of hook defender, that is Dennis Kosa, and Dennis Kosa did very well with the time that he was given. Anytime he's given the opportunity, because he's a local based player, I think he does very well in the Blasters. So clearly, these are my thoughts on the Blasters' performance in the game against Chile. Let me know in the comment section what you make of Coach Otuado's men in their game against Chile. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.